Halito, family. It's your brother Makai. We meet again. Today, in my meditations, the eagle keeps coming in my vision. And I said, let me do a video because I post animals on IG. And I say this channel is about animals, but I don't talk about animals a lot. So I need to start flowing in that energy. And that's what we're going to do this AM. So the eagle is a very, very powerful and important animal for what we call animal medicine. Now, if you keep seeing the eagle, it means that the universe is creating opportunities. So prepare yourself for the opportunities that are coming. See, the eagle is in correlation with the element of air, which represents the higher mind. So in essence, it's an analogy as in to fly above your mundane life. As in the eagle teaches you to see yourself in a greater view and vision of self versus how you are now. It prompts you to look forward and begin to imagine and visualize who you are becoming. So the eagle is very important. The shamans use the eagle feathers to cleanse the auric field. And the eagle feather was a feather that was in the headdress of the chief. I remember I was in Niagara Falls about 5 years ago, and I happened to bump into another shaman. He was playing music. And I asked him, and he said to me, he said, remember, he said, in your journey, you have to put the time in to get your eagle feather, because the eagle feather was a rites of passage, because you had to climb the high mountains to get this feather. And they wasn't killing the bird to get the feathers. They was getting the feathers from the nest. Well, if you know anything about an eagle, it nests high, like in the mountains or top of high trees. It's not low, it's high. So in other words, you have to excel or climb up to get this eagle feather. So the eagle feather is more symbolic than anything. But to possess one is a rite of passage, because you had to climb, face your fears at a height, even possibly die, or risk getting attacked by the eagle. So the eagle's feather is a rite of passage, and this is in Native American culture and tradition. And so if you consistently keep seeing the eagle and it's flying, it's letting you know you're greater than what you think you are right now. You're more powerful than what you understand that you are now. And just because you don't understand who you are or your powers don't mean that you don't have powers. You know, you have to have an optimistic mind, because everybody has a starting period or a starting place. So it's okay if you're at the bottom, because there's nowhere to go for you but up. So you have to take into consideration that you were born for a purpose. You have a purpose on this planet. You have a reason why you chose to incarnate into the vessel you're in today. So the ego is just reminding you, through your ups and downs, stay consistent. Through your ups and downs, know that at times you're going to be down and you're going to be up, and enjoy it. Life is a journey, and it's about people. It's not about how much money you make. It's not about your degree. It's about your family. It's about the people that you love and love you. It's about the light that you spew into the world. It's about the message that you have for other people, because that's our whole purpose, is people. Without people, we don't have a purpose. Because who's patronizing your business? People. Who taught you the information you got for your degree? People. So the most important asset is people. But let's not get off tangent. It's about that eagle feather. And it's about us excelling and understanding that we are great. And we're not great because someone else says that we're great. We're great because we know we're great. We're imperfect, but we're perfectly imperfect. So your flaws or the things you lack is a beautiful thing, because it's an opportunity for growth. Perfection is transition. In other words, death. Because the entire time you're here, you're learning some lesson. You're teaching someone something, or someone's teaching you something. Not to mention, I had to talk with my brother this weekend, and I came to terms with I had to do things that I didn't necessarily want to do. And when I was being stubborn and I was being emotional, I failed to see the validity in what he was saying to me. But when I sat in meditation and then I looked at who I am, see, sometimes circumstances will make you act a specific way when you forget who you are. But when I remember who I am, I can't do what he does or she does because I'm not them and they're not me. So the requirements for me is going to be different because I understand and understand who I am. And at moments in time, I want to just be human and regular when that's not what has been imparted to me. I've been blessed with a special skill set. Therefore, my accountability is going to be on a higher level. And you too must understand that. If you're a chosen one, indigo, whatever you call yourself, you have a greater responsibility because of who you are. And at moments, sometimes we forget how great we are and we forget who we are. And this is what the loved ones around you say. Hey, wait a minute. What you doing, bruh? No. Now, you used to do that when you was asleep. You can't do that right now. And so that's why this journey is beautiful, and it's beauty in the struggle, because you cease to learn lessons. You learn lessons about yourself daily. All you got to do is look at yourself. All you got to do is really search yourself and look in the shadow aspect of yourself. We so busy wanting to see all the great things about us, but also some of the negative things about us. It's a balance, and it gives us something to work on. So like I said in the beginning of this video, that feather, that ego, it represents elevation and the trials and tribulations that you went through to get to this place. So if you keep seeing that ego, it's a sign that your opportunity is coming and that you are great, and to see yourself in a greater projection. That doesn't mean you're going to be perfect. It does mean you're going to be flawed, but you can be great and still have flaws. Perfection is transition. Nobody's perfect. That's why we're here on planet Earth. Hey, listen, it's been your brother Makai. I'll see you soon. Stay motivated. Stay consistent. Stay diligent. Obstacles are the things that you see when you take your eyes off the goal. Self-love is the most important. Make sure you got receipts to prove to self that you love thyself. And be optimistic. Dream. Write down your dreams. And believe in yourself. And know that you're great. And that you are in your greatness. Hey, until next time, peace, family.